Reality for the real. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Today we got Skip, Sherman, and Irvin talking about the Bills game last night. It was a good game. You know what I'm saying? Definitely entertaining. Came down to the last seconds. Josh Allen played his heart out. Point blank period. I know a lot of people want to say that, he's basically Phillip Rivers of today's era. And that might got some truth to it, but yesterday wasn't his fault. He threw two bombs down the field. They would drop. Stephon Diggs with all his crying he be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't show up. And that's the thing about it, with this new era, man. They cry and, oh, man, I ain't get the ball. Or, when the quarterback, might not pass the ball, or when the quarterback play bad or whatever, the first thing they want to do is get on the quarterback. But when they have a drop or when they don't perform up to standards, he had what? 3 catches the whole game, 3, 4 catches the whole game. Now it's crickets. It's silent. He ain't getting on in. And that's my thing. If you can take accountability for when you mess up, then I wouldn't have a problem with, you display your displeasures about how your teammate play. But if you only gonna cry when you have a great game, but it don't go the way that you think it should go, then I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to hear what you really got. You ain't really saying nothing because you don't take full accountability for how you play or how you perform. Let's get into this, man. They talking about the game last night. Obviously Patrick Mahomes, no turnovers. That's pretty big. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you take care of that ball, and keep your team driving down the field, then you're going to have a great chance of winning every time. 6 straight AFC championship. Brady obviously got the record with 8. So let's get into it.
What was the biggest reason they lost?
Well, Kansas City Chiefs, they have this guy. His name is Patrick Mahomes. And I'm going to tell you something. We talk about games like this. The reality is you can throw with all these numbers, throw for this many yards. Do you show up and make the play when it's most important to make the play? 1-5 for the Kansas City Chiefs. He shows up and makes the play. Every time. It's amazing. You think about it. He's 6-0 in the division round, right? He's 6-0. Every statistical category, first or second, the more pressure in the game, the more he seems like he is pressurized for the moment, which is incredible. 6-0. He has 70% completion percentage in this big spot. Average 302 yards. 16 touchdowns, 0 interception. 16 touchdowns, 0 interception. Everything first to second, 115 passer rating. That's the guy that no matter what, when you're playing with a guy like that, no matter where the game goes, how bad the game gets, everybody's on the sideline saying, that's okay. That guy right there, he ain't gonna let us lose. And that's why the Buffalo Bills lost.
Now, Mick Holmes, I'm gonna give him that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the big moments, he gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he Brady-esque when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. You can't take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the game tight, game on the line. And yesterday, that game was lost by the kicker. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? He missed a 44-yarder. Most kickers make that. Well, 44 yards, that's a little distance. But it wasn't like it was 55 or something like that. Like, that was very makeable. So, let's not act like Buffalo was just outright beat because they had the games on the ropes. Now, it was one pass where I think Josh Allen should have threw it to Diggs. You know what I'm saying? It was an underneath route, and Josh Allen tried to go over the top. It wasn't a great thrown ball, but Diggs was the much easier person to throw the ball to, the much easier receiver to throw the ball to. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he ran underneath. If he would have caught it, it would have been a first down. And I think the game would have been sealed. I think they would have won and scored. So, you know, it went down to the wire. Like I said, it was a great game. You know, I ain't gonna sit here and act like the Chiefs just dominated because they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a great all-around game.
They have a guy, like that guy right there, he's trying to make sure we don't lose. But not like Patrick Mahomes. He's the best big-time player that we've gotten. And we see in a number of different ways. We've seen explosiveness with Tyreek Hill. Now we're seeing a steadiness. I'll do what I have to do, even if I have to matriculate this ball down the football field. I am everything on this football field, and he's showing it every week. That's why the Buffalo Bills are sitting home. They knew Patrick Mahomes keeps sending us home. They can sing that rhyme. Patrick Mahomes keeps sending us home because that's the reality. Mm-hmm. Patrick Mahomes keeps sending us home. Patrick Mahomes keeps sending us home. Okay. That's the rhyme right there. I like it. This is what I...
Yeah, I think it's 3-0 now. I think Josh Allen 0-3 against Pat in the playoffs. I think they got a split. Yeah, they got a split in the regular season. Well, now it ain't a split no more. It's like 3-4. Well, it's a split in the regular season, but the record is 3-4. Yeah, his record 3-4 against Patrick Mahomes. So, but when it count, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, in January, he can't seem to get over that hump. You know what I'm saying? It's a young career. You know, I see a lot of comments where they, oh man, Josh Allen threw. Man, do you realize that these dudes are not even in their 10th year yet? This is going to be a rivalry for years to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Peyton Manning couldn't find a break with Tom Brady, but he finally got over that hump and won a championship. So to say in their young careers that, oh man, it's over with, man, Pat gonna beat him every time, like, that's unrealistic. Let's keep it real.
Whatever. Yeah. I said it earlier in the week, and I said it on my podcast. I don't think Josh Allen can beat Patrick Mahomes. I think he's the dragon that he cannot slay. I think he is the Goliath that David cannot slay. Everybody talks about the David and Goliath, and David slayed Goliath. But you got to realize, that's one time out of 100. The other 99 times, Goliath beat David against the wall and killed him. So
that's the thing about sports commentating nowadays, man. These dudes here, man, they biased as hell. You don't like Josh Allen. How can you say that Josh Allen can't beat him? Like, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Has he beat him yet in the playoffs? No. But is Josh Allen retiring after this year? No. So what the hell is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's hard for me to watch sports commentary nowadays. Like, they just be saying shit. They just be in their feelings when they talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shit really don't be based off of anything fruitful. You know, it's just like, it's ridiculous, bro.
You got to understand that when you're playing Patrick Mahomes, you have to go over and beyond to beat him. And that's not what Buffalo was trying to do. Buffalo was sitting there playing conservatively, playing not to lose the game. They're throwing half the completion that Josh Allen had were behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage. That's not how you're beating Patrick Mahomes. You're trying to run the clock and make the game short. Sure, I get you. But all I hear all the time is how elite of a quarterback Josh Allen is. I hear these elite quarterbacks, they can do it on their own. They don't need help. They just have everything it takes. No, they don't. And the way that Joe Brady called this game.
So we say that about Peyton Manning. They still was calling Peyton Manning elite, even though he couldn't beat Tom Brady. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about? He has 40 touchdown passes or better 4 seasons in a row. What are you talking about? Now, this year he didn't elapse 40 touchdown passes. But prior, he has 40 touchdown passes 4 seasons in a row. What's not elite about that? Like, with the rules nowadays, who are elite? know what I'm saying? Can't touch the quarterback. Can't touch the receiver past 5 yards. Know what I'm saying? Like, who is elite? If that's the case, like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? The man's elite. The man can't get over Patrick Mahomes in January, but other than that, this man play is on top of the league. Right now, him and Patrick Mahomes is 1 and 2 when you talk about the first 7 years in play.
It was almost as if they didn't trust Josh Allen to win this game. They didn't trust that Josh Allen could go out there and out-execute and outplay Patrick Mahomes. So they said, hey, we're going to run the ball. We're not going to push the ball down the field We're going to pick and choose our spots that we're going to push the ball down the field. They only put
Smart football. What's wrong with that? Smart football.
the ball down the field maybe 3 or 4 times in the game. They missed to Shakir on what looked like could have been a touchdown. He missed Diggs. Well, he hit Diggs in the hands, and Diggs dropped it, which should have been a touchdown. But other than that,
sideline down the sideline,
down the sideline,
yeah,
and
right sideline.
it just looked like they did not trust their quarterback that they have such high expectations and such high regard for to win this game. They were instead happy to see him run the ball, Skip. And Skip, I'm just saying, you 1 and 3 this week on your predictions. You were 2 and 4 last week,
Yeah.
Skip. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but I won 4 dinners during the season from you, and I won 5 from Keyshawn. I'm actually 9-0 in dinner bets on the show.
You forget about the losses that you took late in the season, and then your loss in your prediction
I
with the
took
Dallas
no
Cowboys.
losses.
When
Okay,
Dallas
you
supposed to be
think
playing
that
this
those
week?
are dinner bets, but you have to actually make the dinner bet on the show to have a dinner bet.
You
I
made
didn't
the dinner
get. We didn't have any bets on those.
You had
I
a
went
bet that Dallas would
9-0
make the
on
NFC
dinner
Championship,
bets.
and they're not there. But hey,
Okay, we were going game by game. Okay, so here's the point. I hear what both of you say about Patrick Mahomes. I give it up to Mahomes. He was very good. I thought Josh Allen outplayed Mahomes last night, especially given degree of difficulty, because the Bills' defense was flat out decimated. They were even losing players during the game. We had backups to backups to backups. We had guys off their couch playing defense for the Bills last night. And don't get me started on Matt Milano gone early this year, Tre'Davious White gone early this year. It was a mismatch to me of Mahomes versus what was left of the Bills' defense, and they got little to no pressure on Mahomes. So he's nonchalantly back there picking them to pieces. And when I looked up late in the first half and he hit Kelsey for that 22-yarder for a touchdown, how do you not cover Travis Kelsey? How do you leave him gone wide open, like nobody's around him? Well, obviously, he's the number 1 option left for Patrick Mahomes. So how do you do that? So given the pressure on Josh Allen and given the stats that I'm looking at, Josh Allen actually dominated this game with his arm and his legs, even though I give you, Richard, he was
When you stay at a Vrbo, the host doesn't stay with you. Because without privacy in your vacation home, it isn't really a vacation, is it?
dinking and dunking, but I've never heard of such a statistical anomaly as what happened last night. The Bills ran 78 plays to only 47 for Patrick Mahomes. Time of possession was 37 minutes for the home team to only 23 minutes for Patrick Mahomes. Conversions on 3rd and 4th down. Would you believe Buffalo went 9 of 17? That'll win a whole lot of football games. And yet Patrick was only asked to go 5 times on 3rd down. He faced 5 thirds, and guess what? He converted 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 versus 9 out of 17. So you step back from this and say, well, then what happened? Well, to Richard's point, Josh Allen took two big shots in the fourth quarter down the field. And if we could see him again, you alluded to him, Richard. The first one's to Trent Sherfield out of Vanderbilt University. And I thought this is early in the fourth quarter, should have been caught. This is about, 10:59 left in the fourth quarter. And he goes deep to Trent Sherfield. And again, it's not an easy catch, but it's just catchable. We've seen that catch made repeatedly in this league. And Trent Sherfield's bounced around. He's been with 4 different teams. That's all you got left because you don't have Gabe Davis. Maybe Gabe Davis catches that ball. It was a good enough throw to be caught, and it's going to change the game. And then a couple of minutes pass, and we got another one that you both referred to.
Couple quick game stats. First downs, Chiefs had 21, Buffalo had 27. Rushing yards, Chiefs had 24 rushes, 146 yards. Buffalo had 39, 182. Passing yards, Chiefs had more, 215. Buffalo had 186. None of them had sacks. That's surprising. None of them was able to touch the quarterback. Return yards, 38-27. So, Patrick Mahomes obviously outthrew him. 215 to 186. Well, that's like a 30 yard difference. Third downs, 9 for 17, Buffalo, 1 for 5, Chiefs. So, was it great quarterback play? No. And that's my thing too with, as far as talking football today, we forget that it's a team sport. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson is playing exceptionally well. But to act like this, I seen one dude say that, man, this might be the best quarterback season of all time. What? He ain't even throw for 4,000 yards. What the hell you talking about? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? He has a great defense. And he's taking advantage. You know what I'm saying? He has proven if you put pieces around me, I'll be able to do some things. And that he has done. You know what I'm saying? His first time going to the AFC Championship. But come on, man. Yesterday, it was about the defenses. Point blank period. You stopped 2 elite quarterbacks for passing over 300 yards.
It's to Stephon Diggs. And I wish it was Trevon Diggs. Wish he could have played this year. But bombs away. Not many humans can throw it that far. And I don't know what's going on between these two. Michael, you have talked about it all year long. They're just not on the same page. I don't know if they have personal issues. I don't know what's going on.
The video messing up. I don't know what the hell. That's the video on YouTube is messing up. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was a great game. Very close. People want to act like, Richard Sherman acting like Josh Allen just, ain't show up at all. This dude came to play, point blank period. Did he have the most stellar game? No. Patrick Mahomes didn't either. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop it. Congrats to Pat making it for the 6th straight time. Brady got 8 straight times, so 2 more times, As far as the GOAT discussion, I need to see more rings, point blank period. Brady dominated 2 decades, 3 eras. Pat right now is dominating this era, if we want to keep it real and be fair. But as far as Pat, Brady discussion, catch me later on with that. Catch me 5 years down the line, and we'll talk about that if some more rings show up. You know what I'm saying? He got a hell of a test this week going to Baltimore. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody else. I'm out.